can't show us a hospital, but hospital. Hospital, dear, send it, dear, fat and necessary. Hospital, I walk qua a demo. Hospital, I walk qua to me say yes. And near my echo ye mouth. Hospital, I walk qua. Wow, what thing can say yes? Walk for hospital. And your hospital be an hospital. Hospital, papa, and the Kingdom Medical Center. And one echo. Hospital, yeah. Hospital, I will say yes. Ujuna Medical Services, hospital, I will say yes. Internal medicine, and I will say gynecologist, papa, fertility services, and I will say general surgeries. I will pay plastic and reconstructive surgery. A bit is a BB on a person liposuction, a person tummy tuck. Kingdom Medical Center. And I say, you person who question a year was soon and now face so. A woman move your throat and then when ENT services in our home. And I feel say eye clinic and I feel dental and dental X-ray services. Or X-ray and I feel scan and ECG. Now when you're Great Kingdom Medical Center in the Encomoy, they have the best and the best when it comes to a laboratory services, fully equipped. And I feel say inpatient admission and wards in our course of honor. Hospital me who they will way a cropon Kingdom Estate. The former Great Kingdom Medical Center for honor watching. Maybe I bet me a your hospital a demo. I didn't hear an internal munding on 059 3722619 059 3722619 and I'll say 0530 848502 0530 848502. Now near your Great Kingdom Medical Center ND and Command, a great medical hospital medical center. I must say quality health care with excellence and care and on them American catcher will say a year time we far to home and after today we far to home. Make a April 24th and where your name here you were 14 and you can't wumpa. Your name come on. You see your chassis one when their chassis and your Kessben 92.9 FM your chassis and or don't for herbal you call a health screening and I feel so no special market activation or your chassis if you're Kaneshi market on the 24th of April 2026 your chassis and I didn't know Kessben 92.9 yeah, I'm quite so yeah, Babu Potter. You know, Babette, you know, Baby Dinko, you know, Baby, dear Sunday, dear Fata. Radio Naya Wodia, didn't hear the brown, and your Dinko, ya can't assess a car. You can't G and India Sumyame. Nina, Kessben 92.9 FM. You would in a intimate Kobe Bibia, found down to her. After Kaneshi Vue, Yama minimum dear Papa no Mamo, a Kaneshi market, and after say Lorry Station, who may catch us on the 24th of April. Yeah, Bahonum, yeah, bay, near the health screen is so air bremo. Internal passe ya sharp near Shas, and the health screen on the near Gusua and Cassa, and the air or doom for hairbar, near the brow. Internal man, Kobe Bibia, catch the Wunia, or 624 on my market, but your member name Shradia is and or doom for hairbar, at the health screen, no air brow. Now, fear the twice so enough here, the Kessben 92.9 air brow. Your bow, you near Sumya, yes, Sumya, I may catch yourself. About 2 hours, Reverend Afo, Everton with the Radiacasa. I had the assistant some of the Sumya, Tuntumya. This and the same, my men of them for Mudunya. What the Rade, I didn't know, your Papa. Yeah, and then Mr. Fox and the Kessben driving about twice a mile. I need to drive time for the Mr. Fox about twice. I G and Inea Sasa. Oh, can I see better? Can I see better? I didn't know your market activation. I shall say, you know what? Young in Temwe, so we'll pay your information as a person. We ɛyɛ adwumako na pɛsɛ ɔboa so ne nyina yɛ kɔde a ɛyɛ ton yɛ ho ne ma de a tonton yɛ ho a ɛpacho friend numbers we 0246 108 665 0246 108 665 now on paying for the income and into my main chair was saying and said John Heba lotion as a main cancer say rheumatism pain and she had to a man for pains obey Pachoa pains from stroke towards sciatica pain towards stomach cramp and I face inflammation in the body pain through injury and I face tissue damage and I face muscle tension overuse muscle nerve problem and I face slip disc and waka Pachoa a John Heba lotion John Heba lotion say men can't show say baby na wo de twitwia wo fa twitwi wo de fa twitwi so keke wo de twitwia wo say pain ni nyina e kofom kakrakra wo say pain e be ko em baby ye ma ye wo stress me na emotional strain enyu so ye yom herbal lotion ni na be boy pa ye yom herbal lotion see ye yom herbal lotion ye yom herbal lotion hey e dro sunkuni eba to benya boy baby bia yenko ye pharmacy and afeso ye herbal shop bia won sabe kan bi e wo ho no enti en ntemwe na won ni ye Jom herbal lotion endi enkomo amana mesini ni 0244 30 0244 730 295 0244 730 295 and I say 0302 945 146 now when a Jom herbal lotion it didn't come on Jom herbal lotion I say for body and joint pains and then Jom herbal lotion I say life is possible yeah. It is 7:51 in the studios of Kessben 92.9 FM and I feel so Kessben TV. So medim e dey man sign some for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Matanasi ubehumi so e DSTV channel 364 and then on Go TV channel 121. On Facebook Kessben TV and I feel so Facebook biom Kessben 92.9 92.9 or text messages and I feel so WhatsApp messages as usual for ni na bra making kan ni na mamehu kwamena acidity and I feel so golden boy Anas and I feel so teacher constitution I feel so Eben Meshak Asante and I feel so Eric Boedi patriotic mehumu de ni na making kan ni na mabaransa na no mamenko ahoma so na feel no mene doctor Endi Enkomo doctor from C4C specialist liver hospital meneno Endi Enkomo on our health segment wo Kessben match so dani den nyina ye ne doctor ofi C4C specialist limited and ye no edi enkomo efa ye health issues so ho this is one of the powerful segments I will be nya wo Kessben match so into Dr. Isiama ewo line so ye no endi enkomo na fa ye he de dog mema wache ema wakwaba eba Kessben TV so na fa so Kessben 92.9 migiri se hunamu bibia bokode
ya ni abrapeni obada daroma ahode wo ho
oh media me ho ye pa me ho ye ye nya da ya sorry e tin kwamu nko ade checks na necessary ye na ebo ye ho ban na bibia tumi koyie eja information on modi aba na yeso ye de ato ha ma na yesa wa check na bibia ho ba guess sisi ade yo mudi enti no omo de dan ne den nyina no mo tutu bi basa ne ade a enti no omo se mimbisa o se utu omufu yie pa entomati ase se ade no mo bo no emi omo mu wudi omo humi ensi so but ombe fa ho adwene na omo enhyeda enko ho bio bebresa se ne be ya omo aduane die mu ebeko yie but omo de ba ku bi aba omo se aya na boys kan se omo pa aduane dodo eno nti no se omo do mo ko restaurant na omo tenasia na omashada jejeje eyemo tene ade a muso mu ndidi eno nti no na mama boys na hu se amodo mu mpa aduane nti ne mot na no be no mo a nti ono num ni na ewi odufia na wodi oat na chese ode akoda na say the whole day aduane odi no or say eno so kra ka ho a emo esleme omo ye very free ewo eyo bibia omo yem na dog guess asem omo kan ferry enti omo ndidi the whole day ferry enti odu fie no so no ade asenti wo so mo ndidi enti no okonom oat ana ode edaye guess me bisa se saade no eye okay ana se omunye omani no mundidi eye the main day no omundidi de besi bi omundidi no mudu fie na se kom kakra wo ma no modi otu na na.
Yes, senior with us medically obibia your friend anorexia nervosa. Anorexia nervosa jina say obi o wa si oni de only na neswati. But then it becomes a serious complications abema or body fat or muscles in you lose it, and sometimes it's in a medical emergency. And the idea should be balanced, and like we said, because we need that kind of energy from Edianina Yedino. But then my mem also be brave, and they say Ediani do wa you were Yedino say for say. In our part of the world, around 6, 7, 8, maybe about 1 or 2 hours time. More body no digestion very slow. Did but then mainly delete. Did akra say your body or crying out between the 2 fingers. This man, your phone the open say, let's use this. Sometimes tanker with your car. I know to me what your drivers need to have. Not all so car.
I was so pushy car nessa.
Very good. Car be our faces are. We need that space. We need space now what tank anymore. Now it's near balance so that you don't have convulsion. Oh my balls no one. Cox problem there. You need that atmospheric pressure no. It's your phone also so any kind say a main baby on your space kakro also the home. The ODDR and look at sometimes there's no DDR no monsieur. No monsieur about 15 to 20 minutes time as we did. And so no just some of the space and my idea no crowd digesting them. It's good to eat and it's good also to obey faster no. Faster also so buama natural body nankasanya the natural strength. But idea be in moderation. In a day, no, it be an opa. If we say, and then the energy level ni okay, ejima me kwaya na nshada anye hectic bebrea, ni excess energy. It's one hand, let me be an opa. Then you use your natural body to do all those work. No? But you produce the ketone bodies naturally, and you do the work around 1 to 2, or then you feel like a Komodo. Then you can eat your fufu, your banku, anything you want to eat at that time. Until you may not fear, then something light like oat, which is a lot of fiber, it will digest in them. Always an opa. You go to the washroom freely, then you are gradually on the weight loss process. No? Of course, plus 1 or 2 things are advice here, but we way consistently. I don't say your subcutaneous tissues, the fat, you start to bend them. To discipline is very important.
Dog, do you be do?
Yes, it be at the pa. And so, family brain, I do how.
Marco, many guys, I call a year. Your friend is saying, buffet na yetia kana. So, dog was say, mini a cremina, me buffet is cano. Dog, a bed you. One idea no. Obi di fufu kakra no akondom green soup no asanso no akofa watermelon no asoye no just say we tua buffet o dog dey o ye dey e be hadu
oh sir and then you football players now almost every young guy want to be like them. But then behind the scene the price they pay for that stardom and the price is sometimes mostly in their diets. They don't have the chance to eat those foods. Or just to stay in that top shape, there's a price you pay for that kind of physique now you are looking for, especially if you don't have control on the elko winning. It is sometimes you need that discipline.
Okay. Dog Mate, internet, what do you have for the
Yes, and then I just go say the fire now, Bano. You continue on fire no more. Okay. Now, a man can see a job. Your condition be a friend PID, which is also rising these days.
Your friends say
PID.
Okay.
Pelvic inflammatory disease.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now, pelvic inflammatory disease, the in-depth minty, and they are very introducing it a cause signs and symptoms, That's the point you're sharing the complications.
All right.
One major thing is medically, any animal man, your word, your friend, endo service and ecto service. You can't say ecto service, save you anymore. Say any baby around one, the outside part of the body, the vulva, the labia majora, the clit, and the rest, outside of the body. And inside, the cervix, and the womb, the ovaries, and the endocervix part. Now, PID, let's say, a moabia, if she a young fire new, it need breachy, the outside, ectocervix, Ako inside to the endocervix. Into a hono, wakwa the atmosphere, the temperature, the texture, and the environment of the inside of any animal man. And a known pen the brain, and a day a warm difficulties eba, and the menstrual difficulties eba, and a day many woka for shia, na me pains bebre eba, and a day discharges ni bebre eba, and a day a hokekai bebre eba or sebi any animal pelvic area animal. Now if you mama who say you will more be from the E. coli. E. coli more pen the brain or more gastrointestinal tract and when you get phone alcohol. It is your bar now call washroom. Now sabi open pound. Now one per pound from the back to the front. Now per pound from the front to the back and pen the from the back to the front. Now one year from the front to the back. You carry sa E. coli maybe a free sebi we ojana kwine to that area now a preserved for no rather no. Obo say wa carry muana ko muano so ko wa na ometimi di endo no ekwan na nke wo say Nyankopon prevent say bibia nkomu no na ometimi akom owo komo pe na wakwa infect wa wodi animu ankasa.
Okay.
This wa na gonorrhea moa. Nti your body wa we treat gonorrhea sa ekwa na sa ba bia me pa chaw de ebo nka ye ne se emoa no ebrichi emoma ko inside oma build self contain wugu ho spread gu sebi awodi animu elko baby a okosu ato so no wona ebetime di ohaw abra onipedia no empire bebre no eya na sebi a yedi yehuni no emekofa ohaw iba yensu so ayewo multiple partners no ekofa ohaw iba Sabra Kojo ekonya infection make itself syphilis gonorrhea ya mema no ya urethra no wa nti pen me brain ya infection na ye hu ni ntem nti bia na bra Kojo kura onim so wa infection dey be no hia no the amount sabi any animal so akwakoye resilient nti easy for them to get the infection na emo na start say esumiko na e how akwakoba ye so a ma ye to tonioma de hihye ya se bebre no e pa chaw sebi ye pese sebi ya se kwan no menim se ne ketwa no ye se pin ho no ya I can't say but me combine me ma bebre ye de hihye ya se sebi e de ho ya se hihye mama ye ho se eno so etimi ko fa sa how we etimi e de ba e pa chaw creams bi wo ho a ye freebie spermicidal creams man be used to prevent a pregnancy. Pacho, and also so if you remember say it make a problem ni edeba. Yen so abortion bebre pacho wo dey serve you every 1 month, 2 months biano. I was our top pills, I was our injection, I was our hospital. Now procedures do also increase chances no Emma problem we so eba. Yen so a ye diabetes, me pacho. Wa diabetes biano na oyoba. Chances of infection, PID, so a very higher. I was also share the woody any lifestyle so senior and nyama bebre wo ho a ekwoto twesa how yi eba na ma PID rise wo yenuanom ba ma infertility cases wo mamu rise biom mesel bo modia na nyamre na tie ye yankopon we de enkwa chen o chena ye behwe signs and symptoms and complications de be danedi ama we hu mo tu hu na ma na wo yi we ni gusu so a how a ebetime dia to ni pedua no eso.
Okay. Dog, yate, guess ate, any aji pa, said that day now to omofo. Almost on me abasi for see ho.
Oh yes, see for see there. All sex or gender be any yari be ya to the natural self in Pokrana, who signs and symptoms and pacho. To anamona brasi for see branches a hodu ameboso na kai says senior you withdraw and so be a friend in Liverpool but more than a place you order now sankebi o symptoms bia e fan wa okeka and now we are junso mu yare arthritis pacho but more than a man hypertension diabetes now sanka Liverpool and fatty liver disease hepatitis A, B, C, D, E, alcoholic hepatitis, and now person detoxify body from a fear and what chemicals in pembe brediani ayedi inside no smoke koye in kwa yesra any raho dry no wa itimi jafi we ni pediani mudia ma on sanka C for C Liverpool na C for C branches no there Cape Coast or Green Hill opposite Addison Square Garden aguna odobenso branch kese pa e wo Kumase ye wo ejoso kwamo Jache Junction Accra had ye wa Adenta SDA Junction pacho from the SDA Junction to the facility just a stone throw treatment plan a holistic baseline investigation yes you share organs ni nyina hwehwe bebi asimato no wo area near the natural homeopathic remedy including Livoton a Kenyan body no my body ni and natural treatment pacho to anamo na fa number in a place you order baby will be a na free enquiries na be visiting our branches ni na 050 00 40 331 050 00 40 331 and I say 050 00 40 328 050 00 328 your Netherlands branch no so kai a plus 316 879 855 84 plus 316 879 855 84 C4C Liver Specialist Hospital obre boy ya wonkwa na kai CGM donate the treatment plans into near say once treated forever treated senior thank you so much for your time.
Yes so yeah that's a pa dog nyame admo china ye be san asia pa. All right. Yeah, Dr. Siama from C4C specialist liver specialist hospital and you know mo edi and komo health segment and 7 minutes into 8 a.m. Edin at a man son for Kojo Preko Dankwah them send me kan ebedi komo ye pa our series that we're having with the nakok no and also yeah the ebebro ora Francis Boku atnase and also no yeah the hoho any dedication who be say the man obiano Kessben Maakye ene nakok nhyehyɛ ɛwɔ no sɛ tu ɛyɛ obi biafo ɛfa ɛyɛ ndrobɔne ho ne ndra ɛkɔ ene ɛba nyina no ebedi ho komo nyina ene ɛwɔ fie hanom sa so ɛna ne no lawyer Kessben ɛbɛtena se or a member of the MPP and after so yes Sam Jerome or your head of public affairs Cocoa Board and member of the national communication team of the NDC or also ɛbɛtena se na edin komo yie pa so and then Tuesday in front of me says that Thursday April 16th Minister for Transport Joseph Nikpe Bukari on good campaign for adentia the issues that have cropped up and ye bedu hun komo ye pa tag for the omoniama ato from now to a Friday and I face to a guta. Initially said say almost engagement, but series of meetings are also no ama a good and paying for any others in there. Almost say they will suspend a almost strike, all because of the publican AI na ye diaba a customs on mona a jumane hon komo and ne ye bedi ni ye pa e wo fie hanum na fie no ya hwe de echo ene de eba. The transport unions also demanded still say government aban meeting a course. So I think last week Tuesday cabinet meeting emergency a course. So said aban with immediate effect should look into the taxes are that so ni be na onyin fi. So for the next 4 weeks ahead of us sin ebe ya Ghana for so ehun ebe hin ha omo. The transport sector is still demanding that government should look into that and then get it off. And then some CSOs are also saying they're looking into the matter to see at least anka aban betumi ahwehwe mu ananka anya kra no 1.65 Ghana cedis there obetumi eyefu won so se ne be ya amanfo so ho ebe hen ha omo eno ho nkomo no ye bedi ewo fie ha no and then we'll see what others will also talk about. Of course said the name Tamaklo CEO former CEO Emma Maslock sisi ade aye do ye den obeba haba be serve AJ term no. But in all this, people are also still asking what is happening to OSP versus Ken Oforiata and who komonyina ibedi ewo fie hanom. O messages in na some kan na one of come CDT Ahafo says that micro minority and their communicators must stop making empty noise. They have nothing better to offer Ghanaians. Again, Ghana is heading to rightful path under current NDC. Special greetings to National Serial Callers Association of NDC. Also who ede and ode ato sisiano meba na fi ebrin komo baransa na no mamene eye company papa company dimo company a eso ni company a woto eye enema ewo mo ho enema ben na meka wanse nye ne mebia keke wo mo ton sase woto sase wo ho no ma wo dada esane se wo papers no nkrata ne mebia ka ho bia no ekoyie Why asem ena making Namal Estate and Construction Limited. They didn't name it the brutal Namal Estate and Construction Limited. A honum and necessary woko na ukoje won saseno. Omatena si indi komona fe yen twaso ne ne Ura Francis Poku and twa eye de pese ye di ho enkomo efi nakok ene eye yankase mu a yete hanom no de sefata sesisi ehu fa eye endro ho na feso de akanya na baransa na no Namal mpemfo atena se yen komona fe yen twaso Namal bibia boko de bibia fine Adom. Company papa major company ni di bruta Namal Estate and Construction Limited
na hote din no
edine de bruta edine your bank me ka ko Namal Estate and Construction Limited
last word look at the Namal
de bruta yanko
alright Kojo dase anopensu e chagana fo nyina so na da bia munnim no edru branda no passe ya yen sas pa ye bo ho dawro ne babeka chagana fo nyina me show se ejapade bie ni ho no ma esombo sense obeto asase na wasi dan waso in fact cars ne other luxury thing ne de betimi enjoy bia but dachi bi wo yere ne wabusu na enfo no do mbeto ntina me to fa culture say dwumako ne ba kope Namal Estate and Constructions Limited ya ne ye de asase aba ye bonu don komi ton te se tusu no ye nka asese bio fa wasase sike kita wo didi udwa nyina no fa sike nyina breye ne ye mo asase wo de ba sa fine but then ya in such a way say betua ne se susu make us say kura Kojo wasase bo no ma 10,000 Ghana cedis you bo no ma 20,000 25,000 Ghana cedis and inti ya ne say wo de be deposit as how I obetima say deposit no say bia kita 3,000 o kita 2,000 o 1,500 what buy deposit no o wie pe adwumako no e ka kira say that moment no deposit na no o aboba fa kugu site ho o anwea fa kugu site no so bibibiara wo bia edisi dan bia akwanya ho kan documented be ma won kire say kokona fa bi kogu asase no so se na be na dachi bi o ko site wo kro na nye fira be frɛ na Namal Estate for say me pa cho me ko ntimi nko kire mo no mo da bi na the moment na asase ne 10,000 no our deposit of 1,000 cedis no utibi tua half of 10,000 which is 5,000 na adwumako ne ka agreement won say start ye bibi asase no so start sit down no to foundation to adano so na ko anim sa but the moment o 12 months ne beso no on hye ne se watu osika nyina awie nti ye ni se tu osika nyina awie ansa na wasi dan no ana se dabi ya ye no so se susu dia no betima 20 cities 100 cities 10 cities ye dia no se afe ne nko na awie no na watu awie ye ne hye da ho den se san hye na da ho no ya say every month bia 2000 month bia na reach 2000 dabi because kwa ye ko no enim ne betimi asi okwan so e bia nkwala be ko school eye betimi aba busuansam bi ni ade rent class so sai skana wutu o na mal na no uyi bi ko tua esa kind of bills no and nti ya ne say wo de fa 12 month no so no na wo de atua wo sika awie e bi susu a aka bia be 12 month no e bia na bia kekakam kakra e bia wontimi ntua no adwuma ko ne say wo de frɛ ne entrance cause ya just as ne free wo nsam kra no a different person that that's asin kwakwa de kwakwa ma no nti sega na fo nyina se na mal to nsa afra se be just ase a ho dwo be just ase a nya be ko na langa de kokko ntokwa be just ase a dwabo bi endo so telephone number oba frɛ dwumako ni nie 0598 65 3999 0598 65 3999 and I said 0205 051 525 0205 051 525 and until phrases here now and so the bed mobile you will be what Shy Hills a 50 minutes drive from Afienya to Shy Hills. E won sa so hono e bio ye obi wo aye amasaman obeyeye amasaman dentra amasaman obom ye obi wo ho kumaso kwan no so no ye obi wo nsanwom ye obi wo kotoku ye obi wo teacher mante ye obi wo asuboy mekire ma medede ho nyina won sa se ne bi wo no vat o de nkwa de dos bebrebe ye ntumi nka ne nyina e ho no ntumi ka kire Ghana fo nyina se mo ampe bi wo no no mo ba se me nkwa kwaje sa se ne bi ne nyina na ye 70 by 100 and ye twa opa half plot kwa so a oba ye beyi bi e de amount e bio ye sanso bi wo eye Central Region kwan so dom kire se Kaswa Kuti Kaswa Papase Kaswa Amwanda gomua fete kakraba ho nyina yo sase ne bo no ma yeto South Ghana fo nyina se bra ne entua ne susu bra ne entua ne susu nti da mal to South bibia ye won krata edimu me kire indenture o site plan o barcode ani nyina ye dia piso amanwa ye ngi usika foforo biara emfa nka ho nti na mal se ye die asase guda wuro nko a ani yebo ebio esanso wo building materials a opese yayin si dan ma won so a ye be gina so dan de ma ye be ma architecture designers mo design dan fine ye wi aka say they provide materials ni nyina e da call site ni engineers ni laborers na ko ye dwuma ma woni be ba won so no within 1 to 2 years na wasu dan awie ye was dan so ye si awie a no so ye turn mortgage kwan so into bana ne be yen sese na ye deposit no na fi at the end of the month no ya tell from the source into person dan ne be so a obana mal ho no ma onsa beka bi number me buboyi Fresisia na ye no eni nkomo 0598 65 3999 0598 65 3999 and I said 0205 051 525 0205 051 525 Black Kojo main office nankasa ewo Amasaman Obeyeye Forest Amasaman Obeyeye Forest emfa ho ne ba bia wuti mi na ba bia wo Ghana bia wuti mi o pasa ase won krampa litigation free a wonya problem bia de fa ho bedam na ma estate ne yamo mo da ne bio obu won mo ye akinyeginie pa ntino o se estate fund o meka ndede o bekọ no na ehun sem bebre unim betu na asasena ma for 6 good months say yes asaseno kosidan ntwahwe mayen but at the end of the 6 months no sky no kan no na ba betua e wo ho no nti wo pati ye fe say obekọ no a different na ye kan wa ba bedu site wo no na a different story na ye bo dia and ye de ye ntesa nti to nsafro bibia say na mal e to nsafro bra Amasaman Obeyeye Forest Amasaman Obeyeye Forest ho na office na nkasa wa peso penchemu bia no a oba na betena sa na e bebo ba ko na me ka chawo say na mal de kopon ya adoma si ya baby ye different we nti hia more hands nom ma ye adwuma me hwe wani ma Black Kojo mente wonka
timenka ne
ya fa ba ko so mo so ti well pay secretary ada mi nyai well pay secretary adwuma aye we wie tertiary education aha ye frɛ omo ne no ma ye adwuma mpacho wa wote amasama ne ni enclave te say amasama 3 junction obeye ni enclave won mo nyina frɛ number we na ye mpe ye ma wadwuma aboso me betua oka nti number we na be frɛ eye 0598 65 3999 0598 65 3999 and I say 0205 051 525. If a number now, near was all ye be no, on no cast, I'll make sure come fast. When you access to Namalis, non year, and I pay that.
Yes, we had asked Namalis 20 and 18, 19 into 8 a.m. in Kona Femini, a Francis. Papa Dini, Debia Bopana quite said, oh, Bofoma, a minister de young Budiano, I'm for your man show more. When your boy,
minister for security.
Yes, Francis Boku, yeah. Your boy dinner almost tired.
Oh, it do maybe, but the thing is that only the any poku.
Okay.
And I'm media no old kind, media near Opoku.
I'm near Francis Poku.
And I'm media near Opoku.
Okay.
Oh, a shas.
Okay. Now, calling for you will be on where you
Yamiadum, your boy Juma, Easter, Juma baby, to send a bronya bre, you know, Easter, and so no, you call places kakra, echo Juma, a be or na you call Ko, you call you no, Nina, and he said, you call announce your presence. It's a beya. And call for Ghana for na binya narcotics control mujidi ewo adwuma so a omde ahye ensa ye di ho adwuma ye koi se ebeya omo abia na omaye omadwen se bia ko eniema ekoso anije ni ade no omo betumi afa ho na omaye niema ense ne mfata no ye koi se beya omo behu se ho nakofo ho ntise nakofo ho a ne fanu bone ho nsem ne ade de nya ade a obetumi aye ye ko nsusu ekoye snap checks ni beka se car se ekono ebi ho a na ye gina ne ahwehwem ye ne yen Canaan unit enkraman no ene ko ya ye kodi sa adwuma nti Easter ni mo banyina no ye di sa adwuma ya nyame adom Ghana for any age wo ho pa ye koswa edi dwuma sanse Narcotics Control Commission, Jumedi Kessben, a shay and sa say, ye beboderu na ye be more man for who here, saying na ye be so soyensa na yakuntia inubone, san say inubone ya dea, say a beji on mine be far, a hunsun and so near there, a hard dream ye pa, especially a moon rante ni maba wanu. Eko ye na etika omoswa, na ni a change na ni say. Ye dachi ena ye say no sanse emrante ne ye mabawa ne de bia ye ka se omuni en dachi enti se entumi amanche chepa na ya nsum efri ebusuan level na aba mantemo level na aba omani na ne ya nsum na ye nyina obi anye na afamu de na eginsema ehunsunsan so no edin enunti na ye sha se emse America create me because of say nyume ya na making tim say ye ba ya kakra but ye share bibia say about ebusuan say the role of the parents in making sure say obabia no you obete inubone eso na am say ye sha say ye kan kakra say ekwan ben na say we owofo a obetumi ehu se ebia me babe me anase me baba inansen ni suban asesa na saa suban na asesa no ebetumi aye se ordinity akwa akoshe na mfo bi mu a omo pushi no se omfa ni tin koshe enuboni mu ana na ye kan saa na ya na eye enuboni no ne ton ene ne num na emom no ya na mrante ne mabawa no near ye see sutitu pa a high saying neton a nkofo edi free ha ekwama no ne no a high adwen sanse e yade a ema oman no edimboni na emom ye mrante ne ye mabawa omonum ewo kromu ha no ene ade a yesi sudua ne ade a ye ka ho asem se awofo ewo akwanya kese anase omo kwan kese bi a omo nsusu betumi aboa ewo kwan a omo betumi afa so na omatete omuma na omaboa sebe ya ekoba enubone ho nsem na omo susu benya chefawum ne edabia na ye kan se eba enubone ho nsem a ye kana ya na enye na Narcotics Control Commission kwa ho adwuma sanse obroni beka se a shared responsibility eno na Kessben Maakye afa to ne ho se na otwi bia ne se ne etie bia ye bebo dawuro afa enubone ho na enkofo omanfo enya munti ase sebe ya obi wo ho na hana obi hu kwan obefa so obi mfa ne tinkomu a na onkom enti eno ne Kessben jumaku na fa to ne ho se yen susu yen chefa ewomuni enti no owofo o chefa ewomuni sen se obetumi afa oba yonko ofane yonko sebe ya unim oba no enti sensisan ye bia ebam se ordinity kwa akɔhye nu bɔne mu a obehu ne ntentem sanse unim sene kwadwotie enti sisan ba a sanse san efrihin na eba one kwadwo kasa one kwadwo di nkomo a enam so ebemo wo hu kwadwo haw na watumi aboa na waso saade na no ntentem mca chance ne ye kan se ade ba ko a se wo ye owofo na se wo ne oba edi nkuta ho pa na se wo sha se wo hu a ebi a enye se ntentem na no na wa conclude se obi akwadwo ye nuboni na emom no ebetumi abase kwadwo ede ne ho akɔbɔ edom bi a se wo ye nhwehwemu ye na ode wani to fom a ebetumi aba se kwadwo de ne ho akɔbɔ nkɔfo a ɔmu ye enuboni ye kan se edume bi hɔ a obehu na kwadwo nye obi a o use perfume nenso so afei de obehu se kwadwo ankasa wɔ ne dan a obekɔ kwadwo dan mu no na akɔ se ase perfume ano edin time bia no ne dan mu ho perfume because ne etie ne se yade a kwadwo enum enuboni ni bi na especially eye weed a yade a ewo enka ohun enti sa anka no ewo ho a na oyo wofo na wura kwadwo dan mu a obete sa kwadwo enka ebe de enka sronko ehin ne friba na se kwadwo sha ase ebia ni oyusie no ano edin sebe ya ode be kata so a fa kwadwo adamfo koso ane busa kwadwo ensem sebe ya obetumi akọ na wakọ ase pa ne etoso a obetumi nsuso ahwe na wahu ni se kwadwo nyo obi a na ope glasses she but a bedroom na same no obehu anate kwadwo pio or bafio or konyo wa share ni glasses a animu tuma unhu kwadwo anim ye obusa kwadwo sa kwadwo wani ye oya na se bibia kwadwo is not willing and ready to talk about it because a dream maybe or wa insunsan so ni bi ni se onom enuboni a eye wi na a dream maybe or ha nani etimi ye kokọ obruni se ebi wo ho na nani no people no adilate enti hu se ensesaye aba nani no so na nyese bia eni yare bi pa na atokwadwo nemum no eyade a hu se eye ebia enuro a enubone a kwadwo ahya ase efa no ehun sunsun so na kwadwo bone homodin se obe cover enti ni yenya hu sane ma bi sana yen probe further na ye ni kwadwo ni nkomo ni busa muye na ne ya na kwadwo da bia na ye kan se ye maye awofo na omuhu se ye dwen omuhu se we care about them se oya ade ni ne du ba bi kra na onim se ne maame ne papa dwen no ho enti ahyase ne kra na oye na dwen se o menka bibia nkyere omu busa me a memfie omu a onye hu se maame ne papa dwen me ho a afei no obehu se bedu me bi no kwadwa ni beba ne ho so obehu se maame ne me papa ene me maame enkasa about sa tibia me wumi onya ne wo kasa na hu se baby akwadwo adu no ohia mo a Narcotics Control Commission ewo nkrofo a yatete omo a eye counselors ewo ho a oba yebetumi aboa wo ene Kojo akasa na yehu kwan a yebetumi afa so na won titiye mu no yetumi age Kojo na Kojo aba be kan ho na wasa aba be boan ne etoso biema eye nsunsun aso a awofo obetumi ehu ene se yesi Kojo ye obi a na Kojo di ne hu nipa na sese no obehunu na ase Kojo ahuni die no sese abafom sanse enkyerese obia wajaniti na waye niti mpesempese ne enkyerese oye nubone na emom no se owo ba na nye saa note na amunumu ho a na obehunu na afei no ogina niti afei na hunidie a ono a ne personal hunidie ne personal hygiene no asesese wagemu kra asesese de obehunu ne entire shemu no ene ono ankasa ne personal appearance no sese ensemo ba ho a na ehu behia se obeben no na oni na di nkomo na wahu ne ekoso ewo ne bremu ebedu de toso nsoso no eye enamfofam sanse se opese obekan ye ho de a o se oye tesen a Kojo enye obi a ne bia oye namfosem okosuku na omakwan na oba ofie okosua na de classes na okwa okọ ba fe no susu no behu se Kojo nsisan aba ne namfofam omo a oni omo nam omo a oni omo kasa omo a ne namfofo nyina no akwakoye se wuhia omo na ohwe omo suban omo kasa eni omo ne ye ya na akwakoye se uyo wofo a oso omo ani ba ho na ubo ho modin sebe ya obetimi aye nhwehwemu na akọ akire no wo enamfofo a Kojo fa ye wo kasa bi yese kire me oyonko na menkyere o ni suban eduru mebi o ho a saa kasa no ye no kre sanse se oba no eye obi a na ne namfofamu no eye enamfo a sebe ohu o ma hu so ebi a they are coming from a decent home na afei no obehunu na akwakoye te se we mu de omu ensesaye omu kasa omu dressing any omu appearance ni omu bibia no akwakoye bibi kakra oyo wofo a o se uhu se ensesaye kakra ya aba obanima ebehia se obetumi ene oba no akasa sane ma ye kan susu no ne etoso ebetumi aye se Kojo ebeye obi a ne first no okaba nipa ho oni nipa din komo interaction efiefo eni ade basese no obehunu na se Kojo or withdraw Kojo enko time bia no opeso okoshe baabi onu nko peso okotene ho na onu nko edumre bi sana eho behia se obetumi ne ye friend sen Kojo akasa na wahu se ehu behia Kojo ewo ohaw bi mu ehu behia se yene ne bekasa ehu behia se sem ye owofo na mehu saa eniema nyina na se miankasa mintumi enso ano a ehu behia se metonsa ana se mekọ baabi a metumi enya emoa ebetumi aboa na maje mebano ne etie ni se yehu saa niema we nyina na se yene Kojo ekasa na se Kojo feel se o onye nadwin se obe open up na oni wakasa saa kwenya no so ewo ho se obetumi asiki professional help.
Okay.
Professional help no to say na mekan na Narcotics Control Commission ye bie ya apunu mu a se no regional offices baby abeko bia wo ye mantemu ye mantemu dunsia no baby abeko bia no ye wo office ho ye bie district offices so ho a okwa na oni omukọ kasa ye won krofo a yatete oma omu betumi aboa sebe ya ye nam saa yo iso ebetumi age ye mrantie ne ye mabawa se ya hwe ye ni ama ye ni amre ni ama omu ntete papa omu daachi ene ye mine daachi no ebetumi aha oman no.
Hey. Right, Francis, yeah, that's a pan is a foot to a majority is a wofo ebiti the wokano and especially and near more that to Jano, we should be looking out for some of these things. And yet, one casa bakra na sebi the most important thing I work atomakuma so ye pan is say ye ne ye mano enya nyonkofa se ne be ya bibie ni a obehu o ne dan so a tai koho tai koho na hwe edan nim enyina abo gate na no na enye kwaku aduan na ready ana kwaku be ko school ana kwaku be say omunra ho omunhwehwe na ne no ko ana kwaku me ko adwuma ba o see you no ko sa I think say futu papa would they my numbers be wo ho I bet me afre
yo me da say them say to say ye ba ye the your numbers be to but ansa na kra no me say ye hyase na ye ka ho asem ansa na ye the number be to na ye kokra no say so no ye man mu ye nyina ye nim say emra ama ye ho kwan say your friend is saying ye India industrial hemp emrama ho kwan say Narcotics Control Commission ye bie ya apono oko ye website na enhihye ye bia efa licenses ehu obia betumi aye na saa adwuma ya ye de ato ho se betumi aboa oman no ewo ye sikasem mu betumi aboa oman no wo ye nnwuma ye mu no saa kwanya no ewo ho sesia obia obekọ se okoyen website no www.ncc.gov.gh na unya ko pe a license ho bia no license be se dubako ni nyina wo ho bia ne ho nhihye ya se ope a ukọ na ukọ click a for cultivation ho for breeding ho for export ho for import ho for advertising ho for storage for transportation and for your friends saying research ni nyina ewo ho a ukọ a obetumi ne ope bia no ukọ na o click wo ho a enhihye wo ho bia no obetumi ehu na waye na etumi aboa na aboa o man no yes sorry so you know your number ye di juma obroni say toll free number 0800 307 307 0800 307 307 ofre or how bia say open chichimu about the industrial cannabis open hun chichimu obetumi anya say obabi enso so ene call how mu na say opese unya professional helper enso so no fra obetumi anya ana say o mantemu bi kra no hu say na nsen no hu say nkofo ejinejina ebi adwuma bi a omudi no juma wo hwa enye juma di papa ofre yen na wo ka sa asem no so chen a ye wo kwan a ye betumi afaso na ye tu ho anamo ne ye nyina no sebe ya ye betumi abo ye ma ye ho ban every omo ye nubone ho ene ye mrante ne ye mabawa ye beje omo sebe ya ye daache ebe ye daache papa.
Okay, all right. Ralph Francis, you better see you pass when you didn't come on. Me, GD is next week in Yamea Doma. Obasambe Kayensa na wotu ya funa wofo so de sane de fates ye no ebetumi ahwe ne nyina yeda se pa
Kojo nyame sham
yeda se ye ne Ora Francis Opoku oye director of public affairs and international relations and Manakok ene no edi and common 37 minutes into 8 a.m. Sina medi kan lawyer Kessben ebetena se member of the MPP campaign team and afiso Ora Sam Jerome, head of public affairs, Cocoa board, and then also member of the national communication team of the NDC, already seated. Baby din common affair share ko any day ben na men kan your WhatsApp messages back na femin twaso Martin John in a Joso Domia Brasis good they say the National Commission for Civic Education are supposed to teach all these concerning the illicit drugs, but it looks like they are not in the system. So are they still there? Regards to my mother, Antequia Ejakwa of Esase Bontifufu, Onosonedia or the Ebaye and no. Now, this one is from Masawood in Kumase Bantama. He says that Ghana is heading towards a wrong direction under the leadership of President who promised to reset the country. We warn Ghanaians not to fall for the NDC deceptive propaganda, but they didn't listen. As we speak, Galamsey is getting worse under this current government. Baumia Twaso 2028 hashtag regards to Honorable Sampine, National Affairs Vice Chairman hopeful. This one is from Master Wood in Kumase Bantama. Now let me read this one from a Golden Boy Anas Mampontain, and he says, good morning, let me greet Chairman Nana Akwesi and lawyer Abbas Nuruddin, and not forgetting Chairman Kufulu of Kwabri East. This kind LGBTQ we are talking about is caused by the previous government NPP. And see the NPP stay in power for 8 good years. They couldn't sign it, and now they are blaming the forcing the NDC government to sign it. You see the hypocrisy of the NPP communicators. Again, the Abronya will face the law. Abronya will face the law and prosecute. Next time, he will think twice about his blah 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 blah. Okay, you better hear no. Teacher constitution as the Nadia about the JDM once pardon Muntie 3 and Calvin Taylor despite their threats and allegations against their against key figures, but has now called for Abronya and Baba Amando to be arrested. This double standard means some people will answer for their actions if heaven is real. Honorable Sam George and Felix Kwacho Fusu seem unwilling to accept the same treatment they gave Nanado and his MPP government. My regards to Honorable DKM Asanteman Kuka and then Mr. Owusu Bempa Inchaeso MPP Chairman Hofo Onosonedia or de Ebaye. And on this one from Eben from Kwabenya says, Madam Trade Minister, hope you have heard the sachet producers misbehaving and cheating buyers. What are you doing about it? I think it is high time you form a task force to check on cheating sellers before things get out of hand. Greetings to Honorable Julius Debra, Chief of Staff, Honorable Peter Kwesi Mensah of Tamashep Yard, and Honorable MCE Agbo of Gan East. And then Meshach. So at the Nadia Abba Meshach says President Mahama and his government couldn't have done it better than what they have done by removing some taxes to cushion fuel prices to ease pressure on Ghanaians. We were in this country where fuel price went up to 23 Ghana cedis per liter, but then insensitive MPP government were still introducing new taxes. May God forbid to witness MPP government in the near future. Meshach Asante from Amasamai and a day Nadia Ebaye. Eric Kweku Bwedi Patriotic Voice Bichim says the JDM and his NDC members use LGBT plus as propaganda message against the MPP. Why is it that JDM and his NDC are now running away from signing LGBTQ plus bill? It was part of their campaign promise, so they should do it fast. Regards to Dr. Bawumia Adjunke, John Boydo Batapa Mavis, Howard Compson, Mr. Osei Collins, and then Executive Director Save Our Environment, and Honorable Dr. Fred Che. As someone on also dia or the buy and then check me the discussions in ebe say but men can show say a Bayport Financial Services say men can show say wow person we fake deposit no omo e wo homa it Bayport it is tried and tested when it comes to a fixed deposit in term now no more enkodi enkomo na ombebo ye pa 5,000 and more ombetumi aboa ma so a fixed deposit with heavy loads of returns that we will see can so in for so benya we see can so the doors to pa and it's in term now when a Bayport Financial Services for enkodi enkomo omo busumi miensan de busumi nsia no mo afe ba ko de eso ewo ho and it's in term now oni omo enkodi enkomo na hwe si ne be ya wo su sika no ebewo moho bebre no a amawo Bayport se men kan cho se frɛ owura boni ono e panyu no da Bayport no ewo numbers we so 0245 153283 0245153283 and after 026 300 7922 026 300-7922. Now when a Bayport Financial Services for Indi and Komo, and that brings me to back to the discussions that we're going to have this morning. Like I told you, we have lots of issues to deal with. Transport unions are still demanding government implementation of the removal of the 1 Ghana fuel levy. I mean, last week, Senamidi Kankan President, if he I'm on a buy now, meeting now, say, Honano, I mean, cabinet meeting, she says, he said, dear yen so into finance minister ye show him. CSOs are also calling for 1.65 or so fuel price relief on the main prices now what's one. And like I told you the last time, to countries like India, Namibia, and probably I think South Africa took the lead in making sure say a certain reduction on this fuel thing. It is high time Ghana looks into it. Yes, President did. So what is really happening with the delays? That is what they are saying. And then trade unions, declaring the nationwide strike when it comes to the publican AI system, port charges, customs, they started with it and then they are on with it. Alban Bagbin has also spoken about the anti-LGBTQ thing, and he's saying that indeed, when they come back, it is one of the priorities that they are going to deal with. Therefore, nobody should say it is not a priority when it comes to the LGBT plus. It's a process that they have to go through, especially when previous government did not assent. President did not assent his signature to it to become a law. A bindful for new parliament to buy has to go through other processes for it to start. And so Maslok CEO is heading towards Ghana, and then we are still asking what is happening with Ken Ofori Atta. These are more anybody who come on in there and up. Lawyer Kessben, member of the NPP at National Office, Sam Jerome, head of public affairs Cocoa Board, and a member of the national communication team. So at Nancy Babedi and Common Pain for Michamu Bibia Bokore. Law.
Kojo,
me who watch a crack.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sir.
Position is hell. Me Jerome Chano says, Dibre Kutan, Dibre Ketwa.
Oh, said the debate is a public affairs.
Of where
Cocoa Board.
And to me congratulate you.
Easy.
So let me Afro do some pen so and I'm in Yamebo.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I've been in the studio.
Okay. Jerome,
Mema, it's here for any Asha phone soon.
So Jerome, and the others of your laws are there. We are like
now, Cocoa Board, public affairs.
Yes.
Hey.
Juma service to mankind.
A Juma and American, you be a woman.
Okay.
Now, Nipa do send a better rise to that level. Oh, Ghana.
It's in Cracker saying,
Mimani Trinkwa. Send a cracker and sorry or Tiaki. This will be a Jaqua. Dabida. To any penny, yeah.
Jerome Mitchell, Piabocode.
Kojo Major so. Now so.
Eradiadum kakra kramigiso ankaza. Kokobo do bia ho ye de.
Nyamiadum bibia boko.
Okay.
Nyamiadum bibia boko.
Okay.
So o hwe eye. Nhihye ya eye mpanifo de gu akwanmu. De bia meka se oha ne de betimi aba. But eye beyond eye oha no. Eye nhihye de gu akwanmu no enne be ma ho to so se ampa oha no obetimi aso ano asanso ayede akowanim anase untime nyeda enso ano tisa o hwe nhihye ne anamontu ne ade a egu akwanmu a na ekinye bie ne ho se eye Cocoa Board be fa ne ntoma paede edi efra mamenda lawyer nso ase se wamami eye trinkwa na oba ye nkumu anase ye manmu a o kan wo mu a eye titrufu a eye cash wo mu ho a yo bobo lawyer for ne eye won aka almost a law and the other profession and
na sa no boka no
intino bobo ti mo na eye cash eye dey ewo intino na me ya do ne pon show no a so ze Cocoa Board na
matekasa
ye won sem matekasa Cocoa Board ye won sem dada nyoma like enkoye in terms of sikasem so intino ye pon a na lawyer but wotumi ayede at least assault
kakra yeah that's lawyer Radin Shaw pa say obehwe
na bag
oh yes also on the CSC hosa na say enema nkwa ya te ase
the session mu ayenkan
dabe and no say no di nkomo na ni say na yeah na dia ma lawyer that say me chance na fe yendi enkomo So, Jerome, no shall say with the issue of air transport. Me sure say I can form more Chrome Honey Transport Unions Niano are eager to hear the announcement from Mayor Abai after the cabinet discussions in approval fiho by Ura Felix Kojo Preko say this is what is going to happen. And President said with immediate effect some of these things should be done through the Minister for Finance and all that. But I'd rather for Stola and Omonte Abanka on that. Let's touch on that one and then let's clear it and then come to the issues of the publican AI system and the challenges and the effect on minus. So despite the fact that the CCD okay, but these things are still, giving high prices on the market and all that. I'd rather for Omonia Dens is here.
Could you, Maminchia, a year for Nashafona? Memfa inchi akase ma eye Ghana man penyini na bedi chene other appointees na ma menye a bit bias na me single out me boss ura lawyer Samijemfi the chief executive of Gold Board and the chief executive of Ghana Cocoa Board so ura Dr. Randy Abe. Mamincha me region, that is the western north and then the western region because one region Mamincha enchia communicators awodo unim no kwasam na ne se obi bia no a obi fi se onya ohaw bi ewo n'adwuma mu anase be bia onya nanu aduane fi no saa nipa kro no ewo cause to complain anase obi timi a kire n'ani a enso ewo eyede eniema bi ho. Now, so no, in as much as say you want going to exhibit our displeasure, and I said near maybe a enkoye ewe juma hono. It's also important for us to discuss the very issues are ebia ye kan ho asem say amount and I say give it cause for us to exhibit that displeasure no. Ekoso no. Say ohwe ne ekoso no nyina no it is flowing from the fact say fango bo emu ayeden emu apija kakra. Na ohun say a lawyer for Rebecca Cho say he who comes to equity comes with clean hands. Na say ohwe discussion ya some 2 months ago na we nyan komodi yedi. In fact say ohwe from January 7th 2025 up to about 2 months ago na we nyan komo dapono so yedi kura. Because for more than a year now, the price of fuel no, and yes, jina baby a now, name no abafom. So for more than 1 year, you fuel prices relatively a form. Now say ope say uhun say indeed a buy no very sensitive and a buy no committed to ensuring say one private operators anything mufua a foka a money ade one so a tofi or no or june one na adia na a was all years from last year January compared to previous years na share the price of crude on the international market as to say ebia na ebo no day say because ebia make say so open the determinant of the price of fuel ye mamu a basically in Yomabe ahodo and 9 bimo. One, a bono on the international market, very important. Uyi enosansu fiwa in terms of domestically and I say internally. In Shishia de Gua Kwambuti say ebia a 2 money a day. And one other significant thing, the exchange rate and I say usika na huoden. Because fango na yehiano. A move for the do no ye credit fee amanone na eba. It's on the basis of that no. The exchange and as we see kana ho den as compared to ABR hard currencies like the dollar no. Very significant. Now say osha na these factors most especially the exchange rate no. Ye to me as stabilizing no. And yes you stabilizing the keke. But then when you say I appreciate it against the major trading currencies, in this case, the American dollar. Look, Kojo, ne can say ya. Si entumi anchire mu ya, ubehunu ze baby a wo se ye dia boss body day ekono. Ebi mpa yentumi fanye day enko. edubre bi wo ye man mu ha se ya oman anase aban sesa na ye hwe se ebia da bia obeto economic indicators bi no anya hwe kura no ebegina ho akopim ze bia beden obefiri ho nti no eno no became the benchmark aye de hwe se aban bia ye den abon ho moden nti ne so obeka ya first ni ye hwe ye nsika na ho oden a ye hwe so oh sika no and depreciate amro eye ebia abanya na ye den atwam ko no. But in this case ye can eye appreciation of the currency aye moving away from eye maintaining ni aye beto ye and also ensuring a steady depreciation den ewo sika nim sharp to appreciation eno no kire say indeed ye wo niema bi wo ho a aban na ye den ye and enye say we no rhetorics and also nkrata so nko ano in terms of practicality no eka ho na contribute for over 1 year na ye mfango ebo no ba bia ejina no eso aye dey na eso aba form Kojo so beka ya ye exit office in 2016 that is 2017 na wo hwe a liter of fuel na ye 3.3 3.34 fast forward in 2017 a jampe na ba bedru 4.4 intina kire say nkakra where they took it from there was an appreciation na kopim say omoye dey omufri so not a single time ina omuko below their omoye dey womo ba beto ye no not a single time. And I'm daring and challenging any NPP person. Not a single time, because this is factual. Facts are sacrosanct. Facts are fact. No matter the exhibition of emotion, sentiment, or whatever, you know. Facts are facts. You cannot distort it. We are not sounds to the fewer. Today, it is factual. Say, baby, I beto fan go bo. Baby, I beto fan go bo no. Yet, so, and I say we had a decline for over 1 year. As compared to the situation we had in 2017, this time around, there was a decline. Kojo, it comes to this question, say, Sabre no na etisa no ye nuanom adraba fo ne adeno, ekoye no. Kojo, was it a time? What is a bia, yes, oh, a buy netimi aboa, said their few ide, akofom, intini ye drain. Ya manfo no a ye ne won ye adwuma ye timamfo no a obi fi kasoa eba adwuma ewo eye circle ha anaso ko adwuma wo ayi adabraka anaso any part of Accra nipa no ko adwuma no ye ntumi nhwe han ebo no so kakra said de ebe ye omunso betimi make savings bi na obi bampo hia dokodoko de bi a ode ayeden ode ato Kojo anyesa because everybody in business or Ghana have been who say onye for the Christmas and I say onye a social entrepreneur but a business minded person and nothing ye call nisa but ene let's even compare say eye ebona kosoro kakra no would you say it is more than and I say exceed eye what we inherited ana could you the answer is no. The answer still remains no. Say a bro dia ye dey ye beto ye no eboro na se emoro na se mpo eye pa then you bring in the conversation or the argument to say e die na si aye dey ate bayira mumu ama bayira anye dey ama kese. Of course the argument has been say NRHB NDC was of the opinion say ebia exogenous factors and as adia AC one no it has no impact on us but unim book no lie and I am happy today I am with a learned colleague, a person I can't say colleague because I have not been called yet so obia oyeden nyamiadom and lawyers say I'm telling you fact is to say yeah on your day on the Sunday and that is how the training is na unim Adentia Emma Meka San say on 24th of August 2024, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, then in opposition, and it was reported Anna Oka Nyoma Amagan economy na day Ejija Kakra, and he made mention of 2 factors, COVID and then a Russian-Ukraine war. But be as it may, Fatunchen, Uni say still a Russian-Ukraine war ekoso.
Yeah.
Say nyaye. And uni say yasan so nya Iran, any Israel, eye war ya ekoso no. So whereas say now under MPP, they were dealing with the effect of one war. As at that time, and I have heard people, most especially pundits, more MPP, and say, oh, even Russia and Ukraine, Russia now control 30% of oil. It is never true. It is never true. Obi obeka say bia, and say if I consider who, it is never true. The control of Russia in terms of oil can put 13%, as compared to today, where we are talking about 20%. But be as it may, and now we are dealing with the effect of akum mienu. Effect of akum den mienu. And pay for so throw mienu ye den. E mani ha hane. Ananya sanity. The effect of one. Emma baby a few kukodru ye. Ana ye tofu almost 100 cedis. Eka we 100 cedis we kaga krebio 100 cedis per gallon for diesel fuel. 100 Ghana cedis. But today, dealing with the effect of akum, we are still buying it under 60 Ghana cedis. Today, we are still buying it under 60 Ghana. And that is where I say prudently, President Mahama any ura to force in terms of managing currency, okay. But you are dealing with a listening government. Into the side way by president say, in as much as said there is legislation in relation to the 1 Ghana levy, money I don't know. I am ensuring a suspension of it. Kopem say, a price is better than normalize it. And adibiana, it has gone through parliament for legislation to be done. In dealing with its suspension, and I say bibisa sorry, there should be some roadmap. Intino yabema ye nuanum transport operators. Okay. Say akuma toyemu ebeba because enye no obi pen ho and then say obi adwuma adversely will be affected. Nani pakon in terms of ABA and the profit margins and as a BB unyano abafom na aha ni panejumana oyede oyeno. But you could see say yes tamana eniema ekoye all the factors epitomizes say you bet my ABCD no sa pepepe na buy na yede abuy no eye so okay. It is not a justification. Right. Say Abia there should be a hike. Say enkosra, and that is why as a listening president, waka say Abia me too sir and a way and a way. Into your best rewon. Okay. Say abotrena womu ayede enyano. They should have that trust and confidence in President Mahama. Say said ya wakano opening in tune to fee in some fanetech remanya day. Emfa. Nemum no obeye said ya wide wakam.
Right. But I say Jerome Ena Mote Nenkana. Jerome is the head of public affairs. I will Kokobana as a member of the national communication team of the NDC. Mebana a lawyer Kessben so atwas. But this one says Koblambi from Prokwase Benghazi. Also the NPP party minority caucus in parliament shouldn't talk about corruption because they are worse when we talk about corruption. Why are they not shouting about Ken Oforiatta's case? They know that Ken Oforiatta is corrupt. Okay, they shouldn't talk about soul sourcing because in their time they use soul sourcing to siphon money. And greetings to Dr. Peter Tukuno and Rabo Ibrahim Mahama Jaija. Okay, also need on the by Keke Mamintiu on matters arising on the floor.
Yo, Kojo Medasi. Okay. Na Machia, the incoming president of the Republic, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Nyankopon ya adomwa de Ghana for enemune promises are bebrebe de ma yenya enne yenya justifications bebre de ama yeni so na ensemo a ye ka to ho sebintesu ye toto e sa de techerema efa de Ghana for wum arehemu kese ne se enchenche wonafe etisen kura fe ba ko ne fa esna kwa no ayewura ne mienu mu enche na 20 to 4 years no aso na omanya akwanya asa akwa kyerɛ wɔn adwene bio mecha hafa no southwest for so nyina right from Mankranso kotwam kunsu kofa domi abra yoso mpesa so akosi na sio ko me mo nyina akye anopai o mo hwe odendenden Kojo minia Jerome wakasa papa no wonder say public affairs wo Cocoa board na Randiabi odaso ochia no odaso Cocoa board or Randiabi odaso ho na ono an say a blaster management team nana and I know we ja to ho me nimu de maintain sports for dia no we be say o mama me
okay say Jerome so I mean
so beside me say in fact the fantastic chief executive of Cocoa board
and retaining the position as the blaster their management team.
I serve under him as his head of public affairs and he serves as the chief executive of Ghana Cocoa board. I am never privy to anything Black Stars. In fact, I'm a sports person. It's meaning
good.
Okay.
Pa so we name say or Blasters management. Me the my call it that Dasenka ebeya onfa or the anya shrim name say politically any ejuma oboma John Mahama e Metro TV so na enam sunti no ya hye na animunyam kese ete saa no o de anya hwe ye Blasters ne de nko nya nto ho ma yen
Bakojo uni mo premier friend Dr. KK Sapon.
Yeah, KK Sapon, yes, me kind
and then people now okuta position ben. Chief executive of
KK was GMPC, yeah.
GMPC. Yes. You know the other position no cry. In the sports fraternity.
No,
you see
that
the hypocrisy of
you see Jerome ma men kasa yimpo.
No, make the hypocrisy.
Where lies the hypocrisy?
No, today a bona fide of MPP. One time appointing your government, who was serving as a chief executive of GMPC, was also with Black Stars. Was also with Black Stars.
So where is the hypocrisy?
Hold on. And you are sitting here saying, what call it? I'm telling you your words, so I'm paraphrasing your words. So you have made a call. What call it say? Enka Black Stars in there. Nippon and Fanya Day. Onfa and Toho. Did you make this call? Are you on record to have made this call during the time of
so wherein lies the
no? Please. When you need to listen. You cannot reprobate and approbate when it suits you. You shouldn't do that.
Okay, what am I into
you should listen first. And get the reasoning behind what I'm saying. I'm not saying now the nipa bako enkuta positions miensa ekroma. Ya mami ya no kwa kope oni jaja baba jama akopre yi. No enkuta positions ekroma. Within MPP ngofo enkuta more than one position. That is not what I'm saying. All that I'm saying is say Cocoa board no one or the akwashiase with the pricing.
It is not true.
Oh, Mamin Kamasam, you were talking, I was here. And I decided to give you but you think Cocoa is
not a subject matter.
But why did you talk about Cocoa board?
No, he only greeted his boss.
But you are making Cocoa board a subject matter.
I'm not making
and I am an authority in that regard. So I will correct you.
That what?
That it is not true for you to suggest to say or the price I day. Why should I say that being an authority over you in this regard?
So whatever
for you to say that
is, let's be civil. Wait when I finish, then you also come in.
If
you're interjecting me like this, you see about 5 minutes of your time. You've spoken more than I'm speaking.
When you say you should be civil,
I withdraw that. I withdraw that.
Fair one. Yes.
My call is that last I say I call World Cup.
Yeah.
One thing that unites us as a group, football. Randiabi or the Cocoa board, Memese or the Ashiase, the pricing of Cocoa board, or the Diagro. The marketing, is it CMB board, no, Ntawa, or Mumian or Motinase, FX price, say, a do baby near Behedge, ye be in the CIA. Why, yet the Adiana Quaco form near Camosemienka.
Okay.
It is all the question for your blaster and your sereno, on baby, a blaster and econo. On baby, econo. Obia Coboba, Fenny change coach, head of. Chairman of their management
okay.
Na yanko
substantive matter no so.
Fuel prices. Bible say onam wasam so ne bebu bim na onam wasem so anso na bebu fo ena de yetie ne yete so say wo two major wars are have effect on our fuel pricing yada mo ase enka yehu ye nka President Mahama with the apology abre Ghanaians say he was highly intellectually dishonest to Ghanaians when he made the pronouncement say Russia-Ukraine war na air so no bomb ba ko meto Ghana na every Ghana air Ukraine 7,000 kilometers me kra na minimum distance on na beka kire yen enti effect bi ani yeso enne ye ka kire say ye kuta two effects so that statement no be in the past you come and apologize to Ghanaians because omunim say asem na omukan na enye no kure ne so omukan the effects minia Jerome akire nneoma bi e ma prices kosoro first one okan world market price Russia Ukraine war the first bomb was fired on the 24th of February 2022 by that time now world price earning $70 to $75 per barrel after the missile was fired no in less than a week now hit it to the hundreds now no there any effect to MPP so MPP they not just no there any effect President Kojo a honorable thing be when he came to power in the year 2001 President Kojo the fuel gallon or uta say the quiet politics e was stage so say fuel you turn the saying na ono oba me ati fuel so oba ya o hunu situation o say Ghana for me pamochew meti akire no de me hu ye nko ba me ba ye de me hu nko that is an honest person now the oba ka say it has no effect. What can no and what who say effect to man? At least come and say something to us before you come and tell us say we anyway. We say Kojo Kaipa. Russia, Iran they started ya. As some of these communicators, most of them started saying I can mention one because a shas ya mene one ko openi agwesinuchu. What they were all saying was that we have effect Bia or Ghana so. Why? Because you see, we will be honest with the people of Ghana and keep faith with them. Me say the air course will Iraq ni Iran no Iran ni US no any effect be our Ghana because bomb ba ko kra meto ha. Aye de wo kan nra no eno so susu dia ene de ma wa ene wano aye bebrebe ya o de kasa no. Eti Kojo said the Ukraine dey have effect no. Russia they also have effect. Into the world market price determines it. Na mibisa o na nse ya na prices ko from a mama ye hunu say aban papa na aba no na world market price na kosoro na mama ne ba from na say na ba from. What was the world market price? It was also coming down. Kojo wa fidie so na MPP your friend is saying then governor of Bank of Ghana me be kind ni nsem bi wo ha kire wo say o say Ghana for cedi na ye ka ho asem no nansa metimi ama cedi na aba form aba bedu said ye mohwehwe no nanso so the consequences thereof nti ana onya yekuta musa say ke ba de ye de nya aba de a enke be ye de nya aba. The question I keep asking say NDC buy omo nkyere yen ade a omo aye policy ben no modi aba e de ben na finance minister aye ama yesidi no ebedu ba bi aduri e de no aye. And let's not forget, and I'll keep saying it, first you lose about for the okan obi ante but then na go and check the cedi dollar rate in October 2024. Go to November 2024, December 2024, January 2024. You will realize, say, cedi nation fall under the reign of NPP. That is what we came to meet. Until from 17, about 16, about 15, and about 14. So they're not a man air falling and not shall falling a mobile. Could you check in your most for I could do March a free April now a kawa into me enko for man na say enko suru bebre bia biu MPP the Edija NDC no, the budget we left them, running cuisine March. The MPP's budget was used in this country January 2025, February 2025, March 2025. MPP budget ni free mu amomo de kickstarting yen konkoshe CD dollar rate. And that's what I'm saying, say omunye bibia fa. And for them to be able to maintain baby a MPP budget ni die kosi, they needed to sell our good. When we said this, they said say enya no kromo nton gold bia, even the Bank of Ghana Governor Ebekai say enya no kre omunton gold bia until say IMF edibeto so no e no mo ba be giatum say ampa ye gold to e wono omaton 18 tons, that is 18,000 kg.
Is it 18 or 19? I think it
well, close to 19. Yeah. I say 18. It says so omaton bia kan ho dia ukọhwe be hu. So the question is, what was MPP doing? Then na MPP year until October 1 ton gold no so na CD ko form. November 1 ton gold in 2024 na CD ko form. December 1 ton ye gold ye japade in 2020. The best in March I will start to say ton gold. So it means say what MPP is capable of doing no mo ne hu nim de bia. Say enne yeah, we can see gold board ne buy na stable gold board oba da ben na gold board buy October 2024 to March na gold board ni ho na gold board act any ho. So what caused the for instance CD no and fuel na e ba fom ni nyina e de na cause so is the prudent measures are MPP de to ho. Okaka they see a positivities of gold board. I'm say the gold board abana yanya so mfa so. Gold board ko board ka am say mo na mo de ade ne buy say e ka omo ko board ka de am say MPP Dr. Baumia and I did gold for oil. Na mo de pa na mo de beba omanyi mu. That's what I'm asking say police because now they themselves they admit say gold board when you talk about gold board Dr. Baumia. They themselves they know. I'm saying program now and shall free year pencil. So my question is a day na mo buy am apart from say a japadi am beto ye e busia panya de japadi ja no beto japadi ni nyina so they are stabilizing city. Now, oil a bar from and I'm with 1 cedi a torso with a view say energy minister catcher say I'm not going to President Mahama or say a ye abanya would nimunyan sape. Nasa abanya would nimunyan sape ne beti me de sika ato fuel price so ba pompa na e the same. Nasa abanya obeto tax wa fuel pump no pump prices na ebeko so no sabe no wagimi asema o ka kire ye no eto meba cabinet we chew e woni nsem o kan o to nwa wantum kura nwie e na price as cost ro e ma na ho kire no. So the point that we are making and they say all right mo ye your friend is saying mo to so ama ene ye nyina ye hu se ampa enoma e kosoro enti dia wo ye no dia wo de to so no ache but on say cry ya appreciate the president said what can I check but method that all use no to me is not the best. You see cocoa board cocoa prices and yet so nya cabinet meeting I'm going meeting gidi be no the better so meanwhile and prices are fixed by the cocoa board and the CMB. That's a fact but you cabinet emergency meeting at the so yeah to by 1 cedi no you cabinet meeting ye meeting no ye hunu say the 1 cedi beto so ansa na ye de call your friend say parliament now meeting we ye kwaye no oma me ye hunu de omo ye afani ye say ye jama finance any energy minister so omo mom na enkonkoshe. These are all delay tactics. Okay me hu ye na nka mo call no ma kire say okay one no eno ne ye pese aban ye pese ye free so and one no cry ye free so a ne de akwa akoto ba bia MPP ye be fa free MPP for one ma enti ne ye fa bi kra nka ho eti monko na mo fanko parliament ne enkoye ho adwuma then quickly said ye mo ye nyoma quick this parliament in Kwano about 80% of all the bills that have been passed no under certificate of emergency na mo ye intentem ne ho ahare yen wa wonsam a wo kaye eno ne de agina so said ye wo se wo yo no yo ne nyina na ye ho ntoye all right enti NDC yesra mo bebre said ye mo aka se mo beye no monye na Ghana for hunye den entoyin efri say yenim say enne na aban papa ye den aba na say aban boni mpo amfa bia ma meto so o ka kire say taxes egu nyoma so no dooso aban boni ne ba ye no wan fa one city bi ama meto so na se wo buy wo beto no fofofo no u follow say na me sa fa bi into Ghana for so a na wo buy na edian.
Okay, all right. KK, Mesa Abba Wenchebium, KK is a lawyer, member of the MPP na 18 and Karebeko next topics, but of course, I'm sure there are some few things Jerome Pesa want to deal with it. And this one says, good morning, Kojo. Okay, so this one suits you, Jerome. This one says, good morning, Kojo. My name is Kofi Tewia Sapon, MPP member of Insuta Kwamai Beposo. Jerome is wrong with statement that Dr. KK Sapon never worked for Black Stars, but rather he worked for Asante Kotoko when MPP went to opposition after President Kufuor. These are two mutually exclusive positions. Thank you so much. Okay, may that say also Odiaba. Jerome will speak to that. And then he says, good morning, Mr. Host. I'm disappointed in the MPP lawyer who is one of your guests. His propaganda against NDC and President Mahama will not wash. Panelists should take note that we listen and viewers of your program are discerning. He should stop throwing dust into our eyes. His propaganda and Jandam will feel lowest Dabala and the way by. And that is one says, good morning, Mr. Host. Greetings to NDC man and small and greetings to NDC man and small to MPP man. MPP need to be removed from Ghana history because their governance is only to chop Ghana's money and make the welfare of Ghanaians difficult. The NDC have 4 years for the first term, so MPP take time. Julius Agahowa Obwasi Tutuka and the way Ebaye. And this one says that good morning, Mr. Host. Please tell the MPP communicator we enlightened now. He doesn't listen to himself. They should stop disturbing Isaac Mante from Ayukuma, Accra, and not the way by Jerome. My main to you on this one. This one says, Obasi, Ukraine-Russia war is still ongoing, but we have not seen a better economy. Okay, honestly, need to but Jerome, clear one of your public and AI issues.
Lawyer can in your maybe inaccurate. One, there's nothing like CMB. Kokubo any me BFN CMB.
A cocoa board.
Yes, you need CMB over BR, so it is wrong. So as I say, so ABR no person say we used to have CMB, but the promulgation of PND law 81 establishing a cocoa board, AG CMB a day, free.
I mean CMC.
Hold on, sorry, hold on.
Please.
Hold on.
So
CMC, not CMB.
Hold on. You want your voice to be played?
Yes, I mean CMC.
Or correcting or
yes.
say,
so the fact that
he was trying to say,
hold on.
Yes,
don't assume say I should know.
So I'm
because you were definite.
So come clean. CMC.
And then you see number 2.
Yeah.
Cocoa
so
board,
you withdraw.
Cocoa board. Any CMC. Any day. And your money share price. He's oblivious about that. Cocoa board ni CMC and your money share price.
Why the share price?
Hold on. That's why I say me, I am an authority in this regard.
You are not an authority.
As compared to
if we talk about authority, you are not an authority.
Hold on. Hold on.
You are not an authority.
What he's trying to say is in terms of the space,
so where he is, the first one doesn't make him an authority.
So what I say?
Hold on.
Yeah.
There is no way, maybe I'm challenging lawyer. There is no way lawyer will be more accurate with cocoa board issues than me. I'm challenging him. That one I will not go somewhere and say, then it means that Sebi Kavra will be useless for a lawyer to know what is happening at cocoa board more and speak to it than me. Then what will be my usefulness? What will be my usefulness? So as I say, and the same thing, I will give lawyer, I'll give it to me, and you say benefit of the doubt too. He's a practicing lawyer, and I will never sit here to assume, say, as a law student, I should know more than somebody who has been in practice.
Okay.
So as I say, for that long, Ebasa, then it will be an indictment on him. So I will sit here and that one I will say it. Cocoa board, any CNC.
So your authority is between the two of us.
Of course, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
No, but that is what I've been saying. Yeah. That is what I've been saying. Maybe I want to me. I say in this regard between you and I'm authority over you.
Yeah.
No, you never used that word.
I did, lawyer. I listened to myself. Until me are very careful in choosing my words.
So
yes. Number 2, around there be only GFA president.
I can say GFA president.
No concept or say only GFA president.
Only GFA president. No, we determine who becomes Black Stars coach.
Okay.
Because and Black Stars and they determine who becomes their coach. GFA. That is why I say share publication here them anymore. Hey. Daily Graphic. Yesterday, you see GFA tends to World Cup a year veteran. Queiroz.
Now,
Hold on, Mr. Ro. Hold on. So GFA is Ora and the part of GFA. So what is it? Eden adia na o try a pamatale eden. Ashe nipa kro. Give the dog a bad name and hang it. Enu bia no mo yedey. Omuye. Look. Okachire say, I'm asking a lawyer a simple question. 2016, na CD ni 4.2 because we make a certain statement say na CD na shall say appreciate against the dollar and sana NDC ever anameboa. Okay, so even if granted,
say, is it true or false?
Oh, hold on.
Even if granted,
hold on. Do you know why I said even granted? Because logically, you came to meet an exchange of 4.2 in 2016. That you came to meet 4.2. At a point, Eko drew 17. Eko drew 17. And you are telling me, sir, wona under your superintendency and your watch, Eko drew Sano. Na reduce abasa also 14 or say 15 or say 50 whatever we say now we be better but the susu dia also susu ne say me be fa na saying
if you make this argument then you take us back also be fine no saying no the facts no wait the facts
you told me to write
no no this is the facts what I'm saying, is it true or not that it started reducing? Now, also the air 2000. Why don't you go to
lawyer?
So go to 2000 and come back.
Lawyer, it is not about your rendition of what you term as truth. Okay, but we are making reference to what? Factual issues. And I'm telling you that based on your proposition, what you are saying now, or say, not a free 17 nimu day from. So you should be acknowledged and be commended. Say now we day uye bibi granted. Now for a period of 8 years, in fact, I will bet now so. Only boze say after 10 years, no, I think there's a watchful BC and SSC after 10 years. Oh, paper you understand? So over a decade.
Because do you know why he's saying that? It's no NDC they are not buy. We live in 2000. That's what he wants to say.
But what I'm saying is say for that time 4.8. But me numpo the following year 2016 and even 2016 no 2017 January 4.2 no. Within that year now we could do 5.2. Within that year. Just within that year. Depreciation, but the reverse is the case today. The reverse is the case today
because that you came to meet the reverse. That's the point I'm making.
So then it means to say your ineptitude reached a certain crescendo which nobody could comprehend because over 2 no 4.2 no you could not because as of 2017 nothing had happened in terms of external factors, nothing. So what do you say to that? Counsel, what do you say to that? Don't expose your ineptitude to this extent. And you in person, but make your government. To this extent. Because who beton will be impana a you. When you be amwasia, ye jabon clock.
You think so by then 4.2, you think so
4.2 is better than 17.
Now what be fan is saying?
Oh,
what be fan is saying 1 point saying?
Cancel.
No, if you are going back, then you go back and then assess also based on that.
Cancel. Let me tell you one thing. Me, I will accept that challenge. Look, as at a year 2007. All right, as at 2007. That was the year 2006, 2007. That was the year I experienced a terrible depreciation in our currency. And that is what gave rise to a redenomination of our currency because the level of a depreciation was unsustainable. Look, after the redenomination, Ayebenya even 0.9 pesos as compared to 1 cedi. If you could remember, in July of 2007, as at December ye koto aba now we have had a depreciation of 40% moving from 9 pesos to $1 to 1 cedi 20 pesos. So that should tell you say now what pesa breno a myopic policy in terms of sustaining CDA. That was when it started.
Okay.
That was where it started. Until you don't sit here.
No,
right.
so continue to your 4 point something and do the calculation and see, say, you moved how many percentage? With yours.
So I am just measuring you by what you said. So if what you said was anything to go by, say, as at here, now the CD was appreciating now. As at we took over from you, the CD was depreciating. Even under your own watch. So it could tell you again, say, the factors that you had implemented. In no manner now they go no. So it was depreciating.
Okay. All right.
And I've told you. I'm talking about 2007. 2007. 2008.
Ah, Momo 250%. And they forget about it.
But yeah, quick one na femi nko.
So enyoma council den ekano. Osanso meka determinant of fuel prices. Ghana nye member of OPEC. So in terms of ebona ekoso amanane no, we have very little control. But in as much as ebona wa amanane no, factor no. Any important than the internal factors that goes in. My more practical example.
Yeah, quick one.
Yes, you say crude $50 on the international markets. But you have a situation whereby usika na depreciated to 16 Ghana cedis. Okay, just do there's no taxes. Just use these two components. Just do simple arithmetics. Say multiply $50 by 16. Say ABR $50 times 16. It will give you 800 Ghana cedis. So on the basis, fancy be a winya 800 Ghana cedis. Say cra, crude no 1 barrel. Edi about memha. Then you come and sell. Again, ma barrel no enko do $60. But usika no ahode no 11 cedis. Do you know how much you need? You need $660. So what it tells you is say, even though a bond on the international market may shoot up. So oba umemuha, no what me manage o currency in a year. Ayatimemufo will not experience that adverse effect in terms of price hike. And they will not experience that. And non-council, you are failing to You are failing to
if you say that, then you are inviting me in. So what it means is that you have failed because prices are going up. So per your analogy, we shouldn't experience fuel increment prices at the pumps. No. But that is what you are experiencing now. All right. So per your own analogy, you are not then managing the system well.
So my analogy is, when the price hit $100, when the war broke, our fuel no echo 23 Ghana cedis per liter. It was mainly as a result of usika na depreciating to about 16 cedis. But today, it has moved to 110. But because of CD is trading at
prices are going up.
Meba na ya toaso horom diagnostic herbal industry semen kanche wo say 1374 edrosun aba ebetumi aboa ma wo high blood pressure and after high blood sugar, chronic wounds and after hepatitis B and C, HIV, kidney infections and after liver infections and after prostate enlargement, bad breath, ulcer and after chronic cough na ebetumi akoma more asthma, chest pains, arthritis and after mo nine enem wenimu na ehonhon no diagnostic industry herbal industry omodro 1374 ayefrenu T74 no ebebo ye pa erenti entem na ko pharmacy na face herbal shop bia wonsa ebeka bi ewo honom obetumi from number 0246 073498 0246 073498 and after 050 162 8931 1628931. Mamenka will say everything that you need to wear. Bibia sesa wo share be fata wo be beko yi ama no be won branti na baba wa na ekoi. Bibia obetimi a share betimi yi one man mo utumi won say nipa okoi oye nipa papa no. Ne nyina no eya de pam ene ntare e be hye wo. Na no na make for ye che pam ama say ba wedding. Sorry and face office wear. Ene eye bibia person wo ko bia adore anase bibia person ye bia dia na eye che pam ene sese won no edi enkomo. Che pam a opem tare ema eye mpemfo nyina ne eye obi biara bia no SMN control so wo awoshi market honom ana owo obetumi afre no 0206837738 0206837738 now no edin komo che pam or say your custom tailoring and I know edin komo no. This one says, Mr. Host, thank you for the good work you are doing for God and country, please. And as much as the NPP panelist is asking what policy the NDC has implemented to stabilize the city, please ask KK to also say clearly what the NPP call it did to ensure the decline in fuel prices and appreciation of the city during the latter part of the reign of the NPP. My regards to Honorable Sam K. Jerome from Jerome's communication team member, Sefiwi also constituency and on the way by. This one says, good morning, Kojo. My name is Kojo Shadow from Chifopraso. Please, as lawyer in your studio saying Dr. Bomi established gold board. I know he proposed the gold for oil policy, which was lanternly executed. Tell him some of us are literally educated like him, so he should be factual and seminar all kind of so. And this one comes back and then he says from Baba Idi Obwase, and he says that Russia-Ukraine war is still going on, but we have seen a better economy. And also at the Abba Good morning, Kojo. Please, Dr. Keke Sapon was not part of Black Star Committee, so when DC man over there is not telling the truth, also Nedia Hode Baye and no. And then this one says that good morning, please kindly ask the NDC communicator that what is the price of letter of war when they took over. Kindly make sure that the facts are communicated because they aren't blind and they think Ghanaians are. MP must also be serious to face them with facts because this NDC party is a scam on also Nedia or the Ebaye no. Okay, now I don't want here on the issue of publican AI and I feel so custom matters in I mean too on that one 5 minutes now. Female call Jerome Honum.
Our ports.
Yes, our ports.
I think so. AI and the Bianca Jerome waiting at CEO because honestly speaking, me name almost system now on my bano. But what I hear, they say ama duties no, ekosro. In fact, from very prominent communicators of NDC, they are all saying it. Say ama ekosro bebre. If it is AI, it means it's automated and it is a system that is. I think that even under MPP, no, Dr. Baumia, a paperless system, so that man-to-man interaction I honum no ebeko form. This is a situation the system is going to be, or it has been automated into the Onyoma bar. The system itself will generate the bill that you are supposed to pay. Yes, sanity. AI. No. I just want to check my meeting. The system that you've brought. Yes. So where you've brought in a system, they have issues with it. We go back and check what the issues are and see how you basically the average nyoma na ye de sequence yi enye bibia na omanfo no ekasa ese ekasa ansa. With our post system no, we should all know say one means a buying edinya revenue be brave because one simple, and as NDC people themselves said, they say a lazy man's approach of getting revenue. It's a buying no the obey answer no me de ba no ye de boy de ato so ye de we ato so o fa no ma ba ya te say na buying the NDC. It's a very good source of income for us, but where a system is brought in and a system be also be used to be introduced to be because there will be issues with it. So it is about time the system are omodia bano. Me advise say they should go back and look at it again because it seems to me say almost everybody who imports in this country is complaining. And you say, your duties are now put net dorsum. Ewo MPP aban so. Ema NDC so the omo campaign kama actually says omo ba nyoma ebaba form. So I believe that these are one of the systems omo decided to be putting in place. But we are seeing the opposite. We are seeing the reverse. Ema edwadifo importers no omo chire omo more than necessary. So if that is the case, they are not just say and someone will catch ye no enya ne sa eni ababe hu no. So whatever system that you've put in place, if indeed you want the situation whereby and you are from Ama24 there, then I would only advise that you go back and look at it again, because you see, baby, we are now in the AI world, if I should put it that way. We are in the information era, and we need to, as much as possible, and you maybe say human intervention, because human intervention be brain, the corruption be brain ever. That is why during our time we did what? Paperless. And we had issues with it. One I never was sorry, almost sorry TI. But when things eased up, so they should explain well for us to understand what is happening. And it shouldn't be the case, say, because I listened to somebody, I think Listowell, one of your communicators. You're hearing Listowell there.
Nana
Poku. And he was lamenting, say, Okofa Nyoma, I think $73,000. But Obedru ya obeyino, and the Akobe $100,000 more than the Okofa buy. Whatever the case may be, see, we are building a society, we are building a nation, we are building a country. And to me, Goba say, Okofa bibi buy is free fako debi. Sanctions should be taken out of it. Now, so dear Nieje, if it is going to be the case, say, Okofa Nyoma $70,000. Now bedroom $100,000. To me, the air bufu woman say $100,000 now won't mean, you know. Yes, the mortgage at channel. After you see a auction, the auction near auction no, even less than amount I will 50,000, 20,000 near auction mobi. Why don't we do it in such a way? Say, Nipa no so for buy, you know. No who be harino, I'm waiting me at the dim. So I will only plead with the government to, as a matter of agency. I'm so remember saying 4 weeks. Demonstrate. It will not be the best for anybody in this country if they should decide, say, what they've planned, no, they are going to execute it.
Okay.
So the government should sit down with them. Now, share the best way forward. It may bring a lot of chaos and it will not have any good for including the government. Jerome, how and your money to be member Bama or $70,000. Ebeba now duty $100,000. You'll be able to tell us.
They are also, but Jerome said the authority on the AI.
Oh, that's all free. Between me and you, or if you're bang with never. But me your bang. Wait,
I'll explain the issues.
Yeah,
I don't
know authority
okay.
Help us.
I mean too.
Kojo.
Yes, sir.
So, what should the structure of Ghana, your economy now? You're import driven from the base of Kessben. I've been seeing them. So, whereby about 70 to 75% of any.
Jerome, I mean, you see, there is a new coming up. This guy, Dedex Finance, Jackson, Thompson.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, investigations be at the reports. I think we should all look at it, because he's coming out to tell us, say, that assertion I have, say, import driven is not true.
Okay. So when he brings it, I think we will interrogate it.
Yes, let's interrogate it. Yes.
We'll interrogate it. Now, say, Osha, in Yoma Bibria, the year hono, send ya ye deal, the aye show, the aye den ye crefiam on a neighbor. Until say, oh, ye abaya, debiano, oh, ye very mindful. Making sure say enema ebema importers ehwahin han omo, because share importers in kwa, but share the rippling effect, because the final consumer ono na say ebia enema ginsemu a nipa no wede ebehwe no, and that final consumer no eye Kojo woni mi asebeka for bia ye ni bi ntino at every point in time aban bia no a odwen ne manfo ho no in an economy structured like ours, are very mindful. And nunti and as a Osha mebo President Mahama ne Urat for Zimabaso for managing a currency whereby a bedru baby crown we had a MPP for arguing say in your my importing abe relatively cheaper as compared to the ones that you produce a day. And the government should do something about it. And I remember going on air with the MPP person, I said, the only thing I say we would institute what we call a protectionist measures, whereby a substitute product, we would impose taxes to make a bit expensive as compared to what we have here. But on the whole, the most important thing is for us to ensure, say, importers having in mind and a way I say a percent money and a ton. On the basis of this, coming to a AI in some day, it is never the case. Say ABR, you introduce a new levy and I say a new tax. A more cost of doing business a day, a cost. Now I want to say, if something is not broken, you don't fix it. Now answer na man crancy vicinity as any people say what they are society at their catcher no. And lawyer is here. Me kai pass a lawyer interpretation no. In terms of statutes. They will tell you say we have we call the mischief rule, which was propounded in the 16th century. It is to cure a certain problem. Until the coming in of a year new AI.
Publican
AI abe. Ubisa who say it is to cure what? And a dear in a day, a babisi and look, as we speak, it is estimated, say, a year over 525,000 imports. It's me a day. It's me about. Look at the volume. Now, out of that, only 10,440 in a overshare a year matched. So now over 400 and something thousand, it is unmatched. Se oye enono sana, you are talking about eye o minor and as a Ghana minor, losing about 11 billion Ghana cedis annually because of ASR inaccuracy a day, a wohono, which is equivalent to about $1 billion. Which is equivalent to about $1 billion. Now, the unfortunate aspect in it say if say we now you lose as omaya. The importer gains, okay, because some way, somehow, the same sexton, the same enormous only issue, some way, somehow. Yes, says can we lose it? Eco individuals, day, a bottom. Now, eco individual bottom, no. What's na chain will be some say? Senka eco bottom, a yes spread across all Ghanaians. Say Abia Omubenya a home for Sumpa. Thank God, said robbing Peter to do what? To people. But it is not the case. So the state is losing. The ordinary consumer is also not getting any benefit. For a year, the undervaluation. I hear them.
Expansion. Air conquer for bottom. No, how do you mean? Is it bottom importer no benefit? And I say
no. I'm talking about the importer.
The importer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I want that to be clear.
Yes, the import. But just what I say. So this is a year the reality. Hear day. Ye facing. In the introduction of ASR Republican AIA, to block the revenue leakage. There koso. Yanti krum we omayiwe mo na be some few months ago. Finance minister bufu dry say oil bi mo ne ade ayede ayiran kwanta. Sika ye involved was around about 80 million cedis or so. Gone. Akugu obi botomu. Lawyer, it imagine sad we akugu nipa kuma bi botom.
So Jerome, baby me pesa me bem kakra ho no say importer no. So yeah. Baby so it means that this 11 billion now I can 11 billion.
Yeah.
No money be ho na aligning ye intini nyet so.
So because of a mismatch or
unmatched. Yes.
So yes.
So now that we are going to take it means that the importer will have to pay the 11 billion.
Yeah.
And that one just to buttress your point, the effect thereof, they say, then, or the beba, and person will say, why na can the bottom say, Bia, man, power na a war honor, and no more just annual money grow bottom. But if the 11 billion, ebe can import and the cost to one, which is fair, the system mediator now, then where would this 11 billion go to? Or better pushy at the amba yen. And yet, yeah. No, so maybe just a discussion watching. So that's 11 billion, no asem no. It is good. Taxes a year say aban ensaka, but say a year important and esa bet 11 billion idia. Na in effect no. On ba to me move on a year kan ho asem no. Ya na obe say pushi. Okay, it is 9:48. The studios of Kessben 92.9, and I first saw Kessben TV. So on DSTV channel 364, and then on Go TV, channel 121. Within the Kojo Preko Dankwah. There are a few messages I'm making kind. But okay, so this one says Amenyo Joshua from Sechiri also. Sometimes it is surprising to hear the kind of comments the MPP is making on issues and the current government. They need to be more measured and strategic. When Ghanaians raise genuine concerns, that it is when they should align with the people to earn their trust. What they are doing now only frustrates citizens and increases public anger. I wonder what kind of message they will present in 2028 that will truly resonate Ghanaians. Greetings to Honorable Jerome K. Sam, our incoming Deputy National Communications Officer, and Odiwe Ebaye. And this one says, good morning, sir. What the NEC man is trying to say is that fuel prices should have gone higher than the price now due to the prudent management of the city. This one's from Kwame Peter Wenchi Bono and Odiwe Ebaye. Wow, okay. Me too. Not Jerome Whooper so to us be so.
Yes, so based on the council, council, one who say importer no, him say it was a sad way. Maybe it could do about 10 cedis, but some way somehow, we cheer a year 4 cedis, so 6 cedis a day, after baby. Unfortunately, some 6 cedis in the corner after baby went to I went to and reflected in his pricing.
Oh, how
no, hold on.
How do you come to that conclusion?
Okay, hold on. How do you come to that conclusion? Ponene say, Kojo so bekaya, ya wahana timamufu mpo su say, sa uko porter, eye duty, money ade, charges ayede abafom, because aye dollar rated. Intin ayede abafom. Nanso no sa uko jomu wono a, enye and reflect it. Yes. Nipa no and reflect. And reflecting no. What it's telling you is that Nipa na o imported by no. Even though no in your man no form no, that person care less. Can so what I say?
Yes.
That person cares less.
Let's have this conversation. So
that person cares less.
Let's take it. You see.
So government no and I make a choice say if government moves in, say enya to na bedeba, but sisiano sikanwa eye dey enyunu egu no me block eye say sika no and o ka kire me say enia mama ye sabi on fanche ye say opesire mi asisi na 1 penny nti so anya dey on ti asemase so ati ase o so on ti asemase nti no enioma e kona sika e kona sisi ama move into eye plug eye sa sika no back and I say bibisa also because of enunti no it will necessitate a hike,
and that's what they are feeling now because
so, I mean it will necessitate a hike. No, see, and America say, oh say, akwa say, bese panico ni hama.
Yeah, almost say. For instance,
don't want to.
So, for instance,
I don't want to take a position whereby because an importer or you're free to import your person day or import it based on the demand or the needs of the people.
Yes, but one of them tells you that okay, so once upon a time when the dollar was even 17 and upwards, now made the 5 containers about I was paying somewhere around a lesser. I mean, in terms of me taxes I made to you. Now that the CD is fine, dollar is fine. Because of the public container abandoned, the same 5 containers has, I mean, short way no ecostro. Their point is that, for instance, say AI no banners or say when who say work of a year machine way aba iron way aba publican AI need to make sure say iron now dey aba no me check bibia checking from wherever I have been fed with and every single thing you 2 cities na otuaka we are remember the ordinary Ghanaian will have to face that same charges na say Republican AI no edema no or the bema the ordinary Ghanaian and you know and said that years and that is the more reason why we are still hearing say city is fine, economy is good, but people are still telling you say enema bo a thing e wo abontin into more problem.
Once again, sankomodie we e sha said that because one say time wa Ghana for complaining. Lawyer complaining, o complaining. Me complaining say so wo share eye data ya fact ya because of dollar akofo mu. Ama eye car crampo na fancy bi a Toyota Corolla ebribi na bia eye 10 cedis sisi eye 7 cedis and to say 7 cedis adena still o ton ama me ebimpa eboa asa data na enye dey 90 sa enti enye eye abnormal profit and a supernormal profit na we dey wo pay
Jerome ebi so 90 sa
remember no because lawyer it was so conspicuous
Jerome, remember say
onim I bought a car in opposition. I bought a car was a ban we are day. Abba. And yes, so obiso. Me ankasa me day. Meso. I met me akwa a year and one crata say me no nyina day. At all for you to know. So why is it that a new manner a war from everything points to that? Nipa ne kwa kra nyoma. Okay, let's take it from this point. Nipa no say okokranio man. The first point of call. Okokranio man, you need conversion of a year CD to dollar. What I say wo botomo say wo banko, you need conversion.
Sure.
Now they are there. What they are transaction. And now you telling me say adia na year $100 and $1,000 a year 2024. And na CD no year e big part from 15. And a year 15,000. And now a year from 11 cedis. Now the same $1,000. So are you telling me say a year fictitiously a free even 15,000 to a base 16,000? Is that the amount that you need?
Yeah.
So hold on. So it starts from there. Say you don't need that. Now since you don't need that, now no your savings number one. Your savings number one. Number two. Say because of say yen rate peg to the dollar. It's an automatic reduction. Ewo dollar nimu and as appreciation of a currency no. Ewo effect day. Ewo the rate abede ubetia. And also a fact. Inti no be sound say all these pointers are clearly epitomizing say enyoma day no. What was accounting for sa ebono mu no a yebeko dwom ye say day.
So Jerome, once upon a time, once upon a time, somebody aircraft Vox, a car CB Eba Chrome Hanum, Vox EB by he paid less than 100,000. Now, Publican AI, or the same car no, our dear ban, Publican AI is saying is only 146,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay,
and also where?
So we asama where they oka. So now, tentatively, that's why I said tentatively. It can be, say, because of a human element. Because I told you, say, what this Republican AI say, there was certain human elements. Even sir, a specific figure be say over 535,000 import more ebano. Only about 10,440.
But what feeds the AI? What feeds the AI? Is it not human?
No. So
is it the same human?
No.
Is the human that feeds the AI?
No.
Because internet can AI get you down? AI cannot get you. I'm not too sure about that.
Any Oba Kessben TV.
Fengo Mike ni mame.
Oba Kessben TV.
Yes.
Uduha. Obefa basement.
Yes.
Over basement ha ubeshia akwesi frimpon wo ho chia akwesi frimpon ufia akwesi frimpon ewia akwesi de obema Richard Richard no be fosoro ha or no fosoro ha wia odo be ba betena se na wo ne Kojo Eden edin komo okay a human element ubedu ase ha no a question from Pons. Oh, forget about Richard. Meet me the way day. Meet me the wako. Baby Crona. So that means Richard I day. Richard Efrimu. Into Richard Freeman. The other process now by Robert's studio. Kojo te ha. Kojo doesn't care how. Oh yeah, day. Ubedu. When is why day. What about
yeah.
Now the same items na a wahon. Yes, this is the day. Yeah, the AI machines. Into the same thing you feed it to. Into you feed it to no. In this case, no. Near original so want to me can't say. Yeah, oh bypass a day. Oh bypass a Richard. So abribiano the Richard aspect nebia na utumi bypass enya enyomo. Now because it is automated. Because it is automated no. Oh yeah then. You are facing it. So the person would it need be feeling a bit uneasy say no now
I decided to help the government say mo de mo nkotena se na mo hwem listen
cancel yan cancel yan but I'm just giving
but the corner say who push bibia de akwa hye importance
no any important because important no yen nipa because important no let me help you see anya no your custom officer
when it comes to the import on say Kojo say ene me import ade free Canada or wherever met me the phone I check duty as say metua
yeah sure
so that analogy now they bem for import duty they say efa ha na fa we sem that shouldn't be the case
all the money we
make a practical example chelo what talk car ba no obi tumi ka che say car ni dey say auto fee US pa na e ba dia edin you tumi nya ho hwe but if you Europe meeting let
me conclude by saying
say if you Europe meeting me dey I hu bibi e dey am but if you America meeting
what I mean is na Kojo can say AI no we feed it and you know when you say me hunu say say metua
exactly
but human intervention, I agree. Obetia yahu bibia motia less than that.
Yes.
But here, so the AI should give me water. May expect to say bar metiano. That's the point I'm making. So if now we have AI, as I tell me the point metiano. Now if me bar, let me higher than data. Don't you think that there is the need for us to go and watch something somewhere else and find out than to just push it to the importers? Don't forget, say we are running an open market system whereby a car now is legon ye tombi no oko ashoman nso a won ye tombi wo ho eti wu kokofa wo de na unya sika bi hye ubotom no a wo sa ni nyina gu timamufo nso no e de na chese is legon nso sa na oye so it's the market that interplay
and I ba ko mo kan esu ni hwe aban ekrade a sanka bia wo aban ekrade bia 10 cities aban de man 20 cities now wo de ma aban 20 cities no it has been imputed into the system that sadie way you turn 20 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Well, aqua system name. The moment it enters the system, the AI also picks that same price
to do its determinant.
Yes. So the problem is that
I buy the money 20.
No, say I buy them at the weird day for the idea mount the normal price that they want to do. So say 20 cities now buying a ton one, and omwamode and omode kumwa. What their problem is that say I never the moment made it the same thing by the AI quickly picks what has been inputted into it already. And
for SC6 classroom blogger yenim nebo.
Good.
Abandon and nekra de yate say borehole crowd to 99,000 almost 100,000. Enti abandon your man untimi fam